Americans. Our everyday liberties are easy to overlook, for we have been spoiled by our freedoms. We often forget to ponder what life would be like without the sacrifices of our veterans. To have to answer to a king or a dictator, to be unable to worship in your religion, to be taken to prison if you speak out. These freedoms were not given, they were earned. And they were earned by the bravery and courage of veterans willing to sacrifice everything in the name of our beautiful, strong country. From the very beginning, starting with the Revolutionary War, men have stood up for and protected our fundamental beliefs of life, liberty, and the pursuit of one's happiness. These three things create the foundation of this country. These three things are the heartbeat of America. Without life, liberty, and the ability to pursue happiness, we as people of this country would be totally and utterly lost. Without brave veterans to guard these freedoms, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness would likely no longer be our privileged reality. The Revolutionary War was the war that started our whole country. Many Americans today have a fourth, fifth, or sixth great-grandfather who fought in this war. Most of them were everyday, average farmers. They had little experience in combat, and they were way outnumbered. These colonists were the first American veterans, carried by hope of starting a country where life, liberty, and happiness became a right to the people. Those men defied all odds and overcame onslaughts of British enemies. They persevered, and for that, we are grateful. They established our country, the United States of America, in 1776. Since then, continuous generations of veterans have fought to defend these privileges of life, liberty, and happiness. These freedoms have been jeopardized many times by many countries, and yet our freedom remains. Why? Because of brave veterans. Men and women who sacrificed the comforts of these privileges in order to defend them. They gave up everything, including the possibility of their very own lives, to protect that which many other countries envied. Our freedoms, especially presently, stretch far beyond that of many other countries in the world. I feel proud to call myself a citizen of such a country as the United States. Even when we may not agree with some of our governmental doings, still, we have it all. A strong military to protect us, advanced medicine to keep us well, technology catering to a wide variety of purposes, clean water, endless supplies of food, in so much abundance that it's often wasted. Most anything that we could possibly want and need is at our fingertips, including all reasonable freedoms. What a privilege! It is important to remain humble in living the American life. Remember, we are a one-of-a-kind breed of people who must continue to defend these joys of life. Let us never take it for granted. The reason we have such pleasures of the American life is because of our veterans, who have, who are, and who will shield the very foundations upon which we are established. We are free because they are brave.